So yo and welcome back to A&D Charlie Bish. In today's video, we're going to give 5 tips on how to improve in FIFA 17. It's been a heavily requested video. I thought this is the time to make it. Let me give you it. It might seem a bit fast-paced, but if you want me to break it down into mini sections and make it into a little series of videos, I will happily do so. Leave in the comments below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to stick around, and hit the like on the video if you enjoyed. This is A&D Charlie Bish. Learn, change, and entertain. Hey. Right, so I've had to change my whole setup. That's why I'm using this headset instead of my microphone, because my computer's making noise. I'm trying to reduce the sound fan. I might get a new fan or message the guys that made it. But first, we're going to start talking about tactics and formation. For me, tactics and formations are so important in this FIFA. I think there's a few that majority give you the advantage, which is a 4-3-3 attack, a 4-3-1-2, 4-1-2-1-2, or 4-2-3-1. They're the most important ones. But at the end of the day, I think all formations work if you can play to their superiority. So if you play to their strengths and not their weaknesses, you will perform well. Now, for me, I play 4-1-2-1-2. As you know, if you haven't checked my top 100 custom tactics, I'll leave a link in the description below. But this week, I'm going to change to a 4-2-3-1. I think different stuff. So 4-2-3-1 for me gives you more possession. I think a 4-3-3 gives you a better counter-attack. I think 4-1-2-1-2 is a bit more offensive than all of them. It gives you more options when going forward. Narrowly, I should say, at least. But player instructions is also important. I think this is nothing I can give you. I think this is one of the things where you have to play and get used to every single. You need to try formations out, try tactics out, and ultimately whatever's best for you, that's what you need to use. So try custom tactics, try player instructions. All the player instruction custom tactics will be in the link below, in my top 100 custom tactics, which has hit 1,000 views, which I can't thank you lot enough. Right, so next we talk about defensive line, and for me, defensive line is really important. You either can be really deep, really high, somewhere in the middle. Really deep, it favors the better defenders. Really high favors the quicker defenders. Now, if you're really high, you can regain possession of the ball a lot more. So if you lose the ball, you get the ball, you're in their half. If you're deep and you win the ball, you're more stuck, but you can counter-attack in behind. So it depends on what your playing style is. Me, I've never been a possession guy. I really do need to improve on that, so I can't give you too many tips there. But counter-attacking wise, as you can see me now, I've got a deep line right now. I'm just using my midfielders. Running around, trying to cut passing lanes, pressuring a bit more, standing off. We're not trying to commit to anything this early in the game. He does a little skill. I may mark up a bit. He has a lot of space in the middle. Absolute goes out and presses it. We win the ball back. High line, as you can see, he tries to get in behind. We're not allowing that. Keeper comes out, gets the ball. Now, if he does get in behind it, the keeper doesn't claim it, our defenders are quick enough to run and get the ball. So it's just all about preferences, how you prefer to play. I think all FIFA is preferences, but some give you advantages more than ever. But I think you need to play, find your style. For me, I like a high line. I might try a deep line coming up because I'm all about pressure. And that's what we're going to move into next. Possession and pressure. Both equally are as important. Both can be used oppositely, and both can be used together. For me, possession, you keep hold of the ball and you're trying to make your opponents make more mistakes. You keep hold of the ball to defend your lead. You're basically not attacked. However, if you're not really good at keeping possession, if they're pressuring you enough, like I'm doing here, if you can see, you can get hit on the counter-attack. And I think that's the easiest chance to score is when you lose possession. So although keeping possession is good, at the same time, if you lose that ball, it's easier to score for the opponent because your defense is running back. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, if your defense is staying put and they're watching your players like a line, it's a lot easier to defend. If they're running back and moving at the same time, it's a lot harder to defend, as you can expect. So you have to get what you feel like is better. I keep possession not a lot of the time, but when I do keep it, I just do it to kind of calm the game down. Maybe I need to calm everything that's going on in the game. So it's one of them ones where you have to get the balance right. Because for me, I like pressuring. So pressuring, it always gives me the opportunity. I don't know how this doesn't go in, but pressuring always gives you the opportunity of nicking the ball early, like from the centre mid, from the centre defensive mid, countering 3v3. But whereas when you keep possession, you're kind of minimizing, because some people see football as whoever makes the most mistakes loses. So if you're keeping the possession and you're quite good at it, defensively, people lose their minds. So they might push out a centre-back, push out a right-back. It's easier to score that way. But it works both ways. You just need to find what's better. Pressure and possession can be used at the same time. Because if you lose the ball in possession, you want to count, boom, everyone together, win the ball back as quickly as possible. And it depends on your formation. I feel like 4-2-3-1 formations like that do favour possession rather than 4-1-2-1-2 is more pressure. Shot types. You've got to know your shot types. How are you going to score otherwise? There's 3 main shot types you lot got to know about. The finesse shot, the long shot, and the double tap, which everyone should know about this FIFA right now. Double tap is the most important one. If you're running at an angle, you need to create an angle, which you'll see in a few clips here. We'll talk about long shots. This is the first clip. Right, so long shots. You see me win the ball here with a header. Hazard, he's got so much space. I could try to play a through ball, but you know what? We're going to hit it. there is no other opportunity. There's no other alternative to hit it, I should say. You have to go with a long shot there. There's no other alternative. You get, as soon as you get that space, you get it on their dominant foot, or if they got 5-star weak foot, you just bang it. Judge the power, it goes in. Here's the double tap, creates a bit of space. The angle's there to pull at the keeper. The keeper don't really dive low and save him. They haven't got the animation for it this year. So you want to aim low. You'll see it here again. We get the ball. We give it to Hazard. I think that's Hazard. Hazard, look, I'm running to the side. Keeper comes out. When you run, it's the best time to double tap. Creates the angle, pull it into the corner, furthest away. That's how you score goals on FIFA. That's how you win games. Now, next, you're going to see something a bit different. It's not all just about shot types. It's about passing across the ball. You have box, I should say. That's a normal B type, but you have to be smart. When to pass across the ball, when to shoot. Always take the extra pass and make sure it's a goal. Here you have something different. I go over the keeper. I play the through ball in. Now, I could double tap it. But double tapping, the keeper's cut the angle out by coming out. Keepers are really important. They've cut the angle out, so I have to lift it above him. I have to either go finesse shot or chip. I went for the finesse shot, went straight top corner. So shot types are extremely important. Now, my number one thing, people say defending. I say defending. Defending wins you championships. You need a solid defense to keep continuing and win games. Because if you ain't keeping clean sheets, it's very hard to win games, or at least minimizing goals, because FIFA is hard to keep clean sheets, let's be honest. So we're going to be talking about defending now. People say let AI defend for you. I agree. Let AI defend for you. They're the most OP. All you have to do is sit back. But at times, you need to take over your defenders, in my opinion, because otherwise it is easier. They can run past you in certain aspects. So you just need to learn. It's all about pattern recognition. It's all about learning the game. When you know there's certain situations where you need to take over. So I take over Alexandra here. I'm just tracking Harry Kane's run. It's a bit of pressure as well, just a bit of pressure on him. We know where he's going to go. He's going to go inside. So now we're in a situation where I'm going to tuck Alexandra in with him to cause that bit more pressure. Leave the centre-backs as it alone. We pick up the ball. We win the ball. We go forward. Next, you see here, we're taking off Alexandra. We're cut in. We got an absolute Blanc. We're trying to get off Blanc. We went back to the centre defensive mids. Where's Blanc? Because we got off of him, he went back to where he should be because he's got very good mental stats and positioning. Now, here's something different. He's went with the overhead through ball, and obviously the glitch pushes him out. So I want to show you something. Look who's closest to get it. I think that's my centre-back. So the centre-back, Absolute comes over. I could easily make the mistake and run with Alexandra, but I don't. I let the centre-back who's closer come to the ball. I use Alexandra as a covering tool, which you need to do. Now, this are my 5 tips to how to win, how to improve your game on FIFA 17. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you want me to create a little series going more in depth into each category, I will do so for you lot. Please hit the like button. I'm one away from what I wanted to hit by the end of the month. It's the 10th. We've got 20 more days to do it. All I need is 1 subscriber. Will you be the 300? If you subscribe, let me know in the comments below. Say I'm number 300. I'm the number 300 subscriber. I appreciate all the love shown so far. We've hit 1,000 views on one of our videos, which I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. It is the top 100 custom tactics video. I appreciate everybody. So keep commenting, keep liking, keep showing the support. Let me know what you want to see in the future. This is Andy Charlie Wish. Learn, change, and entertain.